Hey everyone, welcome to Ellis Mowers. I appreciate y'all watching as always. Hopefully a quick video. I've got two hyper tough push mowers. I just wanted to show an example of what happens when these things sit up for a year or two, or even in the off season, why you need to either put some Sta-Bil in your fuel, use non-ethanol fuel, or just run it dry. That's what I usually do. So again, these have got the overhead valve Briggs. Common on anything pretty much made in the last 6 or 7 years now on a push mower that you can buy from a big box store. So I'm going to show you what's going on with it, and hopefully this will help y'all out as well. Should be some easy fixes. Let's get started. Alright y'all, let me just give you an overview real quick. This is just a 20-inch Murray 300E series Briggs. Made in 2016. This was a hyper tough. It's the same thing. Made in 2017. It's got the adjustable wheels on it. Cheap push mower. Does the job. I don't know if the blades are in decent shape. Probably hasn't been used a lot. Maybe one season. Both of them have compression. They have gas in them, and so pretty much it's just a matter of getting them running. We're going to open up the carburetor on this thing. You can smell the oldness of the gas too. Here's what I like to do. Let me grab what I need to grab real quick. You can take the carburetor off, which may be easier, or you can just take the bowl out right here. I might take the carburetor or take the bowl out. I don't think I need to do much more than that. To do that, pinch the fuel line off so that the fuel doesn't run out with some needle nose vice grips. 7mm ratcheting wrench on the loosen setting. And I tried priming the mess out of these and they still wouldn't start, so I knew that this is what I needed to do here. So again, you're going to take this bolt off. There. Screws into plastic, so be careful about how you approach it. There's one back here as well. This is the bowl screws on the bottom of the carburetor. You'll see them. There's 2 screws. We're just taking them off. You can get them where you can loosen them by your fingers. I'm literally just going to take the butt end of this ratchet where you can get a screwdriver. I'm going to beat down on the carb bowl here and just break the seal of the carburetor, and we'll see how bad the gas is. Or should I say water, because that's pretty much what it is. So if you look in there, you see a bunch of trash, a bunch of junk. I poured in this glass over here so we can see it a little bit better. As you can see all the bubbles and whatnot down there. I think you can. So it's mostly water in there. Probably that's the only issue. And what I'll do, I'll put a rag under here. I'm just going to take a little bit of carb spray, clean it out. This is pretty bad for condensation. One other thing I'm going to check while I've got the carburetor off. Again, we're only 4 minutes into this. Is to look at that jet right there to see if it's clear right there. You should be able to see through it. And this one I can, which is good. Well, it seems a little bit larger than what it typically is. Let me grab a rag, because I don't really want to mess the paint up, because this mower is going to turn out to look like it's brand new. Got a little bit of probably WD-40 on the primer bulb there. Spray a tad little bit of carb cleaner on here, just to get some of that residual out. And we'll spray some in the bowl as well. And spray some in there. This will purge any water that you got in it. Pour it out. Wipe it off. I'll go ahead and put those bolts back together off camera. All you gotta do is slide the carburetor up in here. So that's just the result of ethanol fuel there, guys. Pretty easy. I'll hand tighten these bolts. Shoot, this won't take too long, as long as it's not. The gas in the tank looked like it was okay. So, get them started, and then come back and do the ratchet. You can take the whole carb off, but this method is a very quick method that we could do in, you know, about 10 minutes time, as long as you've got the right, as long as you have good access. Some applications that this engine is on is not good access. Putting this back on, what we'll do, and you can drain the gas out, but it looked like that gas was messed up because of the condensation that had formed because of moisture. Because it's a plastic carburetor, they sweat. So, filling up the carburetor now. I'll check the primer bulb. I see the primer bulb working, that's good. So, we'll see how good my work is, because I'm going to do this in one take. I'm going to sit y'all down over here, get the mower out here. As long as we don't have water in the tank, this thing should run. You can hear it popping, so there's a little bit of water that's probably in the plug as well. So I'm going to continue to pull it. It'll catch at some point. Once it fights that battle with the water, and then we'll be good. Excellent. So all it was doing is it just needed to fight the battle with the water that was still left in there. And I usually, what I do is just prime the mess out of it, get some fresh fuel in there. I'm sure there was some water on the plug and everything. I could have pulled the plug out and probably would have started a little bit faster than it did, but it had a little bit of oil in the cylinder, which is common on these, which also battles it in addition to the water. So I think this one, I'll check the oil on it. Blade looks like it's sharp, and get it washed and make it look good. We'll move on to the second one, and I'll do a shortened version. I just wanted to show you the whole quick deal that I do with these to get them going, and I'll show you how bad the second one is here next. Alright guys, mower number 2, let's pour it in the glass, see how bad this one is. Not bad. It's a little old, a little stale, but makes me think that the jet's clogged on this one. Yeah, it's partially clogged, but it shouldn't. It should run okay. I'll show you what I'm doing here. That white jet that I mentioned. I'm going to poke a hole in that right there. And hopefully that'll get us what we need to. Pardon the sun, I know it's a little bit of a... And guys, it really could just be old gas too. So there's the wire that I needed. It was right there in front of my face. Just taking a little wire, poking it through, making sure it's good. Looks good. Throw a little bit of carb cleaner in here. I can see maybe a little bit of water in the bowl. And I'll put the gas, turn the gas back on. We'll see if this one will crank up for us. Alright, y'all, let's see if this one wants to battle the water like the first one. Again, the gas that's in it is the gas that was in it when I got these mowers. So I ain't even putting new gas in them. You see how I mean, I had to do some pulling on the first one, but let's try this one. Started right up. I can't tell you how many times I have seen that issue, and I just wanted to share it with y'all. Let me get both of them washed, and we'll wrap this video up for us. Alright, y'all, these are done, and I forgot to mention, guy gave these to me. He came and picked up a tiller that I had fixed, and he said, I have 2 lawnmowers and a weed eater, you can have them. He was going to give them to me even if I didn't have a tiller. I was very generous of the guy. I'll show you that they run real quick and we'll wrap. So there we go, pretty easy. So again, this is about the easiest or the most common issue that I found with these overhead valve Briggs. They sit over the course of the winter or the spring, and then they come, somebody goes to try and crank them up, and because of all the temperature swings that come with winter, the plastic carburetor gets condensation in it, and that combined with the ethanol and the fuel, and it will cause the water to separate from the gas in the carburetor, and will cause the issue that we have with these 2 lawnmowers that I was able to fix in about a half hour's time. So pretty quick flips. Probably already got the mower sold. Just called a guy. He's been looking for 1. Found out he may need to have 2. So I'm like, 80 bucks a piece. Here you go. So pretty nice. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful to some of y'all. Trying to do more how-to stuff in addition to my longer form repair videos. So hope y'all found this helpful, and I hope you got your mower running. Always let me know if this helped you out. If so, I'd love to hear the feedback and other tips and tricks you do to get condensation out of these Briggs engines. So thank you again for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.